Hi, Lindsay Sang here, a counselor in Barrie at 151 Esso Road. I believe in life transformation because I went through a drastic one myself, and that is why I continue to help other people reset their lives. September continues to prove to be one of the most stressful periods in our lives because of the transition that comes with it. Now, stress can be both good and bad, but when it's bad, it's really bad, and it causes us to be less than who we were meant to be. So imagine you were able to break free from stress, find more focus, and have the kind of clarity that brings you peace and everyday enjoyment. What would that be like? Believe me, I know stress. I was an elementary school teacher at one point and taking my master's in counseling psychology at the same time. And even in this last month, I've gone through some really stressful situations and came to a near burnout. And then I remembered, Lindsay, you have to practice what you preach. So by following the advice I usually give, I was able to reset my life at this junction of life. I want to thank my viewers for answering my questions yesterday about what you want to know about stress. One of the questions was, what happens to your body because of stress? So let me give you some stats from the American Institute of Stress. Stress increases the risk of heart disease by 40%, the risk of heart attack by 25%, and the risk of stroke by 50%. And a lot of the stress has to do with whether people are taking days off or not. According to CBC, Canada is third last in the world for the amount of paid vacation days. Third last. And so these are the things that are happening in your body if you're stressed out. The first one is fatigue, decreased moods and concentration. Our skin gets more delicate and thinner. Our arteries get narrowed, and our nutrition actually has a decreased uptake in our digestive system. We have a decreased immunity. We get sick more often, hormonal imbalance, and muscle protein breakdown. So that includes really tense muscles and why people have that when they're stressed out. So here are some of the things that people are doing about stress that is simply not working. Maybe zoning out for hours in front of the TV, withdrawing from friends, family, and activities, sleeping too much, filling up every minute of the day to avoid facing problems, taking out your stress on others, or binging on anything like smoking, drinking, or junk food. Have you ever done one of those things and it simply made you more stressed? I know I have. But so people might be asking, well, I'm currently in a stressful situation. Can I really break out of stress when that's happening? The happy truth is, yes, you can. There are two sources where stress can come from. One is external, the other is internal. Stress, you see, is a cycle. External stresses would cause you to be worked up in your mind and in your body. That's a good thing because that pushes you to do things like stick to deadlines, etc. But if your internal stress doesn't go away, you put yourself in a position where more external stress is created. I'll give you an example. Procrastination, one of the stress reactions, makes a more stressful external circumstance when you don't do something and then the deadline comes closer and that becomes an external stress that makes it even worse for you internally. So where can we begin? We begin by handling our internal stress first. If we can handle that, that later gives us the energy to go through our external stresses or to remove them completely. Okay, so on Friday this week, I am going to make another video, not so much on what not to do to decrease your stress, but what you can do to decrease your stress. If you're not on my mailing list, stay in tune by subscribing and make sure you don't miss out on the next training. Also, my videos get better when people comment or ask questions. Please take a moment to write in the comment section below. Tell us how stress affects you and any questions you have for me, and I could try to address them in my next video. Thank you so much for your time. Lindsay Sang, helping you reset your life.